are currently in West Virginia. We just left Ohio probably about, I don't know, I'd say 20-30 minutes ago. Got into Kentucky, and we stopped. We've been on the road for about 2.5, 3 hours or so, give or take. We stopped in Kentucky, grabbed some Wendy's. Neither one of us have eaten this today yet so far, so we stopped, grabbed something. Got an hour and 30 minutes left, and now we're in West Virginia. We're on the last main road that we're going to take. Got everything packed up. Beautiful scenery out here. You can see that the leaves are starting to change. They haven't completely changed obviously yet, but they're starting to change, so it's getting really, really gorgeous out here. We've been talking about what we're going to do today. Number one priority today, like we said, well, like we've been saying, is just to get the camp cleared out, weeded, put some weed killer down, get the tent set up, get all the equipment set up, and then as long as this weather holds off, we're going to make a trip up to the closest camera. The closest camera, pick that up, and depending on how much daylight we have, we'll kind of figure out what else we're going to do from there.
That camera is actually on a trophy rock, so it's a mineral site. So, and it's fairly close to the camp, maybe about a 20-minute hike up the mountain. So I figured that'd be a real good camera just to go check it real quick and see what the inventory is for bucks, because being on it's mineral, they're still in velvet, they'll be hitting those mineral sites pretty heavily, so that's why I figured we'd go check that.
Yeah. So this should be, I mean, we're both
super pumped,
really excited.
Just it's just really pumped.
I mean, this will be a good trip. Mike and I's been hunting together for a long time, but we've never done a 5-day trip together to where it's just been the two of us for days on end.
And you do realize, like, we just totally ate our last, like,
real good meal
for like the next 5 days.
I wouldn't really call Wendy's real,
but I mean it's real food.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I mean we're eating dehydrated food out of a bag now for the next 5 days.
Yeah, it's just like back in the military again.
Except for breakfast. And we are cooking eggs over the fire.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta have that good protein source first thing in the morning when you get up. So
he brought coffee. I don't drink coffee. It's gonna be probably low to mid 60s at night. He brought coffee for the mornings. I brought hot chocolate. I'm the only one in my family that doesn't drink coffee for whatever reason. That's why he says I'm adopted. So I brought hot chocolate. He brought coffee. So hang out. We're gonna make this last little jog out to the property. And
jog or jaunt?
Jaunt. Yeah,
like the last little jaunt.
Yeah, the last little hoorah to the property, and we'll see you there.
As long as the tent and the stuff that's inside it doesn't get wet, this does not bother us. Alright, so we dumped our first station out of corn, set up a camera on it. It's fairly close to camp. We're about a 15-minute walk up from camp. Got a ravine right here that I believe that they're using to come up and down. And then we're on this bench that levels off. It's pretty wide. You can see it through here. There's all kinds of trails coming off of it that I know they used last year a lot. So I know there's another bench right up top. I've never been to that one. It's not too far up through here. So later this week, Richard and I will go up to that next level and kind of give you a view of that. But we're still 2 days away from opening season. opening day, actually day and a half, and we're just trying to get a quick inventory before we start hunting Saturday. So follow along with us. We're going to put out some more bait and we're going to check the camera here. Oh yeah, pull her up. Let's pull her up, dude. How long has that been out? So this is what they call the holler. Really? What's up? Well, we're on our way in for our first sit. We checked the first camera. There's nothing there, but that's really close to camp. It's basically straight up from camp, but I had some deer there last year. That corn pile's been out probably a day and a half, but it is what it is. It's to be expected. Like I said, we're still trying to learn this place. This is only my second year here, so we're gonna keep trucking along. We're gonna check these other cameras and then make a decision from there. So we'll see what happens. Stay with us. Wouldn't say hesitant, but just kind of needing to figure out a quicker way for the sticks and just all that stuff that goes with it. Because as of right now, I would, you know, if Richard wasn't here, the way I got everything, I would have to make several trips up and down to get everything up the tree. I've got Mountain House chicken and dumplings. My second time having this already because I like chicken and dumplings. Deer tracks right on this transition, this corner right here. We didn't bring our stands with us, so tonight we're gonna hunt inside that blind that we just made. We cut down a bunch of saplings and whatnot, made a little spot, nice flat ground. We're gonna put some apple crush out right here. Had a lot of buck pictures in the daylight right here. What time is it? It is 1:36. So I don't know. It's gonna, if it's comfortable enough, we may sit here till dark. A lot of tracks in and out through here going both ways, crisscrossing. There was a deer that come up out of this bottom right here up onto this trail and just turned and went this way. Everything we've seen tracks wise is going up the mountain, so we're hoping as the sun comes across the day, the heat heats up this side of the ridge, they'll start to work it back down this way tonight. So we're throwing caution to the wind. We're pouring sweat. It's 80-some degrees. We're nice and cool right now in the shade, but we'll get sprayed down and we'll bring it to you as it happens, folks. We're going the rest of the night. We're here. We're making this happen right now.
What was the big decision that made us come to the right side of the mountain?
So before we started coming up, you know, we had talked about yesterday, last night over dinner, about coming up this right side, up this ridge, because there's always been a lot of tracks up here, and I used to have a camera right here, but it got stolen. Is what it is. But anyways, so we made a decision that we'll go up the right side. I think that's what we'll do. But we were still kind of hem-hawing around about it. Well, right behind our campsite is Uncle Carlos's grave, so we went up to that, took some pictures of it, also cleaned it off, said a prayer, talked to him a little bit, and legitimately, we got footage of this, and I'm going to show this to you guys. Legitimately, we got back down to the truck, and we had asked Uncle Carlos to help us out, help us decide which way to go, you know, make this a memorable hunt for both of us, this, that, and the other. No sooner we got back down to the truck, and I kid you not, I still have goosebumps and spine chills because of this. We're standing at the bed of the truck. I think we were getting ready to shoot again or something like that. Richard looks up, and coming down Uncle Carlos's old driveway, a doe crosses the road and was heading from his house up the right side. That's why we're on the right side tonight.
Good deal.
Okay. And they say prayer don't work. Whoever says that, don't buy into that. It works.
That was cool.
I mean, cool. Look how he's dressed.
Yeah. Not only.
Look how I'm dressed.
I mean, shorts and a t-shirt.
Shorts and a t-shirt.
I mean, so we talked to Uncle Carlos, and then the doe comes from his driveway.
Yes.
From his house. So that's, if that doesn't give you chills, then
Dude, I got like legit, I got goosebumps.
you don't need to be deer hunting. There are certain things that have happened since Mike and I have been hunting together that just absolutely send chills down my spine. And this is one of those times. This is amazing. That's it. That's all there is to it.
Good day, mate. Bear Grylls here.
Cute little bastards.
Alright, so we're here fighting with this big bee, and I'll throw a little video up here of this bee, and we start to hear something.
Not just something.
Like we can hear it, like heavy steps,
Yeah.
and cracking and stuff. I'll be honest with you, I'm a little nervous because I've never been in a situation like this before, but I know, number one, you do not mess with Mama Bear. And this mama was legitimately
20 yards.
Not even 25 yards behind us coming down this low ravine right here. And she had 2 cubs with her. The one cub went up in the tree, I'd say 25 yards from us. I'll show the one that went up in the tree, and boy, that was close.
She was coming down straight behind us.
Yeah, straight behind us. I mean, she was coming not 5 yards from, but she was coming down this ditch, this drainage that comes off this ridge, and with the 2 cubs. So I reached in my pack, grabbed my gun just in case. But I'm thankful we didn't have to shoot her. I mean, I really, truly am, because she did have 2 small cubs with her, and I don't want to take away. You guys see this? I'm shaking a little bit. That is my first ever encounter with a black bear anywhere. And I've hunted in Lake Placid, New York, where there's a ton of bears. There's even moose up there. But I have never seen a bear in real life, other than at the zoo. But to see one in the wild, folks, let me tell you what, that was something special. If there's nothing else that we get out of this trip, I'm going home a very happy person, because we have been sitting here since 10 o'clock, and it is
3:30.
3:30. But if she's moving, that means other critters are moving. So stay with us. We'll bring it to you as it comes.
Hopefully not another bear.
Yeah, we're fighting bees. We're fending off bears with cubs. What's next, folks? Sorry about the shaky video, though, but hey, I was trying to get on her quick.
Ooh. Oh, man.
Alright, final thoughts. So, we at Evolve Bow Hunting Outdoors want to bring you exactly what every other do-it-yourselfer hunter out there experiences. You know, some of these bigger TV shows and stuff like that, you know, number one, they own their own farms. You know, they have 500 to 1,000 acres, majority of them. And, you know, or they hunt these great big outfitters that all these outfitters do is scout for these deer for these big TV shows to come in, film, and shoot the deer. That's not what we're about. This is about doing it yourself, figuring it out, step by step, you know, having a bunch of failures before you have some sort of success. Personally, I will count this trip as a success. I have never in my life seen a black bear up close and personal, except for at the zoo behind great big, you know, plexiglass or whatever kind of glass they use. Got to spend some quality time with my brother, just out in the wilderness, hanging out. We've never been able to do this before, so it was definitely a good time. And he just patted me on the back. He said, "It's okay, we'll be back." But in my mind, yeah, we'll be back. Opportunity to get a doe or a buck, or, you know, or both, or several, whatever.
Or a bear during bear season.
Or a bear during bear season. But at the same time, it's going to be another year before I have a chance at a velvet buck, because once we leave today, let's face it, majority of the bucks are shedding their velvet, or some of them may even already be out of velvet here in Kentucky. But we'll keep bringing you real deal video as it occurs. So again, this is a final thought of Evolve Bow Hunting Outdoors signing out. Mm-hmm.